it's Ashleigh here at AMIClubwear, and we are going to be talking about what to wear to the beach for your face. Alright, so summer's here, and I mean, ladies, let's be honest, we definitely like to look our best, but fresh face isn't always our best face. So a little bit of makeup here and there doesn't do anyone any harm. So I'm going to go about showing you how to make a very natural, simple look. Looks great at the beach. So for my first step, I'm always thinking about my face. You know, you want to keep those wrinkles gone and definitely not a thing of your future. So what I actually use is this mineral foundation base. It has SPF 40 in it, so it's really great to protect you from the sun, and it's also mineral based, so it's not going to clog your pores. So, you know, just go about putting that on, little dab will do ya, and that's your base. So the first step after you've applied your SPF to your face is to conceal. You know, those dark under eye circles aren't that appealing at the beach either. So what I would go about using is I have this HD Makeup Forever concealer, and you just go about applying that to under the eyes. You can also apply like a concealer to little imperfection spots, you know, pimples or whatever you got going on. But I just like to do the under eyes just to keep it simple. So here we go. And voila, we're concealed. The second step is to start the base of your face, kind of get some color going. I know a lot of girls, like, I don't tan my face. My body is always so much tanner than my face, and I look crazy. So to add a little bit of color, what I like to use is Bare Essentials. They have a line of, you know, the regular and then the matte. I use the matte because I'm a little bit shiny. I get a little oily throughout the day. So this is great also because it has SPF 15 in it. So, you know, if you're not a big SPF person, maybe you think it clogs your pores or it's too heavy, this is really great to give you some protection from the sun without, you know, getting too heavy. So this is really great, and I'm sure you've seen all the infomercials. You know, you just undo it, and I like to put a little bit of the powder into the cap. And we get our little brush, swirl it around a little bit, tap it. And then I like to start from the neck because, you know, your neck gets wrinkles too. You want to blend your color as well. So I just start with the neck, go about under here, blend it down. And this gives you really great light coverage too. I mean, if you prefer a little heavier, then I would go about using a face concealer. Just kind of, you know, go with that. You probably don't want to use a foundation because it just starts to melt off your face and then you look a little overdone as well. It's hard to pass the natural off if you're going to be doing a foundation. Okay, so now we have our entire face covered with our Bare Essentials. It looks, you know, really great. It's very flawless, natural finish, and like I always say, keep it simple for this great beach look. And our second look is to accent the cheeks, and you can either go about using a bronzer, which I also have by Bare Essentials, and this is really great at making those cheekbones a little bit more present, or you could go about using like a very like skin colored blush, which I use like maybe like a coral. I mean, coral's really in. So for today, I'd probably use just a bronzer, you know, nothing fancy. So just get that, take a brush, and apply it. You don't want to get too much on your brush because you don't want to look too streaky. Just kind of tap it. And for this, you want to smile, get those little cheeks going. So a little bit here, a little bit there, and just kind of blend it in. And then you can also kind of use that on the tip of your nose, or maybe on your forehead, anywhere that you'd be kind of sun-kissed. Just kind of blend it in. Voila, bronzed. For our next step, we are going to frame your face. And everyone knows that your eyebrows are actually what frames your face and gives you a whole different look depending on how you do them. So I just go use this Revlon little 2-in-1. It defines the shape with the pencil, and then it also has like a little brush on the opposite side to brush away those little stray hairs. So let's go about just defining your brows. So our brows are defined, and now we're going to use the opposite end and just kind of brush away and comb those little stray hairs. Okay, so now that we have our brows defined, we have color on our face, color on our little cheeks, little accents here and there. We're going to want to move on to the eyes. And I don't know about you, but a lot of girls don't do the whole water thing, but just in case you do, you go about using the black lash. We have, a lot of options available to us, waterproof, all different sorts, but I would definitely go with something that's going to protect your eyes from melting, So just go about doing that. You can also use a liner if you prefer, but I would say keep it more natural. And the next step is to move on to your beautiful lips. And a lot of times what I find is very important is sun protection at the beach. So depending upon how much exposure you're used to, and also kind of how much you want to protect your face, you can go about using all different sorts of options. Hawaiian Tropic, for instance, has an SPF 20, and that is a gloss, and it's so really cute. It's just epic. And then we also have, Chapstick has a moisture. They have an SPF 15 if you want to go about using that. And also, you can get these all from your drugstore. SPF 45 by Hawaiian Tropic also is really great. And first, I would actually, before you go ahead doing that, is get like a lip stain. And the lip stain is really great because you're not going to lose the color at the end of the day. It's going to be really good to get a long-lasting look. So I have one just from Sephora, keeping it on the budget. So I would just go about applying this to your lips. Okay, so now we're done with our lip stain. The lip stain is great, gives you some beautiful color that's going to last you all day long. So it's kind of like your base to your lip. And I don't know if you like the wind, if you want to go with the gloss, because if your hair, I pulled my hair back, but in case it gets all up in your lip gloss, that's not a good thing, especially as blondes. It just does not do it for us. But since my hair is back, I'm going to go ahead and apply this SPF 20 lip gloss. Whoa, getting crazy. So now we have our lip gloss on. It's actually, I don't know if you've tried the Hawaiian Tropic, but it tastes really good. It tastes like summer. So it's actually enjoyable for that too. Okay, so we are all set to head to the beach. That natural look that you got going is where it's at. You know, you don't want to look overdone. You don't want to look like you're trying too hard at the beach. So this is great. You know, just some sun protection will do you, a little bit of color, and it goes a whole long way. Just play with your makeup a bit, see what suits you best. But I always say, keep it simple. See ya.